I get messages every day. Is this real? Do people really make money with what you teach? Is this real?
I am real. I did the 2 day hackathon. I made $300 the very next day after the hackathon. A week later, I met a lady in the airport and I sold another. So it's real. You just have to apply yourself. After I did the hackathon, and then this morning I went through the 360 pass information and just kind of clicking around and watching some of the videos. Seriously, I was blown away. Your story is amazing, and all that you put out, all that you give back is so profound.
I want so many of us to prosper. I really do.
Yeah, I just really did not know that there was all that you offered, and it's amazing. I'm truly grateful and truly glad that I invested in myself with the 360 pass.
I know you won one of the three people who won the hackathon contest, which I love because it's like voting from your peers, like the Emmys. And yours was really beautiful. Do you have yours, by the way, anywhere?
Yeah, I do. I think it was my page.
The hackathon was really cool. I already had you as a guest on YouTube because you sold a website. Has anything happened since then?
Since I sold the website, I had to make some edits on it, and the client already had a domain name and he already had a provider. So once I just finished the edits, but I'm about to go out the country. So
Oh.
I want to make sure that the DNS transfer is proper or is done properly. So I'm waiting to do that until I get back because I don't want any interruptions with the flow that he has going on
Of
now.
course, yeah. And yeah, hopefully
Yeah.
you're looking at some training and making sure you know how to do that. And I know you have some background in that. But yeah, very cool. It's all figure outable.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. I went to an AI workshop in Atlanta and I met a lady in the airport because my flight got canceled. And I ended up getting another client just by
I mean,
conversation.
I saw that post and I was like, wow. I mean, I've talked about that post, not just reposted it or commented on it. Tell me exactly what happened there.
We were sitting at the gate and they kept delaying the flight. And so this young lady, she came up and she sat beside me and she was actually speaking with or conversing with some other people that were across from her. They were talking about a flight being missed the night before, which would happen to me. We were on the same flight. So I just inserted myself in their conversation. I was
Mm.
like, that's the same thing that happened to me because she was saying, oh, you can get a refund. She was coming to the DC area, which is where I live. Fast forward, she was telling me about her son who passed away from
Mm.
cancer. That's my story as well. I'm a survivor of
Mm.
stage 4 cancer. So that was the connection or part of the connection. And then she was like, well, what do you do? I said, I create and build landing pages for small businesses and I identify their gaps and their leaks. I said, and I polish them up and voila, they have a one-page landing page. And so she was like, let me show you my website. So she's right. Because she has a foundation for her son. I am not going to say anything bad about the website, but she was telling me what she didn't particularly care for. And I said, well, I can do an audit on your website just to see
Yeah.
what we could do to bring it up to your liking. And that's how I got the client. And she was like, I want to hire you. And so we just started talking even more. And I got her information. I sent her a contract when I got home and she
Wow.
signed it and
And
have a
I
client.
mean, you just met her. She's a stranger. Can you tell me about the contract? How do you get a contract together? Like, do you use AI for your contract help? Do you have like a template?
I used AI to assist me with building a contract based on what I wanted it for the website. That's it. I had a contract before for my other business. And so I just took that template and then I had AI assist me with creating this particular contract for this particular business for the landing page
Yeah.
business. So there were some edits that were made.
When you use AI for contracts, I know that the AI itself says this shouldn't take the place of legal advice, but they'll get you far. And I do a lot of transactions and deal making and things like that of all sizes. And I mean, I can tell the other party is using AI for it. I'm using AI for it. It gets you, the most important thing is you need to be the editor. You need to
Mm-hmm.
be the one with the final, because it's going to fall on you, whatever it is. But I love having even if it's a simple contract with someone, because then it's just, there's no question at the end of the day. It's a little bit of cash is being exchanged. so everybody knows what they're getting and what they can expect, and it's just a nice to have, or it's pretty important to have. Did you happen to see the myincomeassistant.com that I put out that helps you with your company formation and your taxes and stuff?
Not yet.
Okay, but I want you to see it. It's pretty cool. It's myincomeassistant.com, completely free, and it just helps you with different answers about, how you should track your income and your expenses, and no matter where you are, if you're very beginner, I know you're not a beginner, so no matter where you are, it helps. So just wondered if you've seen it yet.
I did see it before you actually made it live. We're seeking beta testing,
That's
right?
right.
So
Yes.
I did. I put some numbers in there just to see how it kind of worked and navigated through it. It's amazing.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. Okay.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
I love
yes,
it. I
yes,
love it.
yes.
I honestly, there's no really hidden agenda to that. I just
Mhm.
really get so many questions. I'm not an accountant. I'm not a lawyer. This takes you really far, and then you can get the rest elsewhere, but it helps people with their specific needs and you ask, "Well, should I have an LLC? Should I be paying myself? How should I be doing this?" I remember this very vividly is you get a little scared around tax time. You don't even know when tax time is for a business. And you're like, am I supposed to be saving? I got in so much trouble back in the day with H&R Block. H&R, have an H&R Block, do my taxes one year, got a lien put on me because I just
Mm.
didn't know the business side of it. So I had
Hmm.
a lien for 7 years. Yeah,
Wow.
and it was over probably like $800, but it was still on
Wow.
that. It messed up my credit for so long. I know this is diverting, but it's true. It's like if you don't know these simple things that nobody really teaches us anywhere, then you could get caught
No,
up.
no, it's great information. And I'm still somewhat a beginner. I
Yeah.
just really started in August and I've had some sales with my other business, but
Yeah.
never really cold traffic. Everything has been like referrals or people that I
Yeah.
know, which is great. So by obtaining this client, just having striking up a conversation, like it just set off another level of excitement, a boost of confidence, of a next level of where I could go. Like I can
Yes.
do this. Like it
Yes.
doesn't always have to come from referrals are good, but from people that I know personally, which initially my mindset was like, and I think I shared the last time we had our conversation, I don't really want to talk to people that I know about what it is that I'm doing because it can go both ways. You can have people in your life who don't really have that level of support that you would
Mhm.
think
Yeah.
that they would. And I've experienced both sides of it. And it doesn't really feel good, but I knew that I had to just kind of put that to the side. It wasn't me, that's them. And I still know
100%.
exactly what I'm doing. And it's okay. They're just not my people for this, you know? So,
Yeah, so it's good to have a combination. That's why
mm-hmm.
diversity in all forms is important. You diversify your portfolio when you're investing. You diversify the room when you're making decisions, I think. And you diversify where your source of leads comes from. You're going to have that because this woman who you have helped, she's going to see your work and she's going to say, I know somebody else who could use this. So now she becomes a warm lead, or warm
Yes.
lead creator. So it just kind of keeps going. Everybody is cold until they're warm. If you know how to work both, everybody wins, and that's how you prosper. Is there anything that you're struggling with that I can help with? Since you won this contest, I want to be as helpful as possible.
I really enjoy creating the landing pages. I really did.
Yeah.
It's a lot of information. I'm learning a lot from asking Claude questions.
Yeah.
In addition to Lovable, because I'm trying to figure out how to manage the credits, right? Depending
Yeah.
upon what
That's
you're
right.
putting out. But there was a few questions that I had written down. I've also built a site with Base 44. I know you really love Lovable, but have you used Base 44?
I have only used it a couple of times because some of my more technical friends like it and they've asked me to check it out. But it's just Lovable is just so user friendly to me that Base
Yeah.
44 doesn't really work for how I work. But I hear it's really good.
And then I know that you build out a lot of different things, apps. What plan do you have if you don't mind sharing?
Oh, Unlovable?
Yes.
I go back and forth, but I have had as much as a $400 a month plan. I think today I have a $200 a month plan, and then I pay for extra cloud and AI in the thousands when it
Yeah.
comes to my authorityxpro.com. That takes up, it costs at least $250 a day for the cloud, and that's just getting started. So it's going to cost a lot more, but the unit economics work because I get paid more than that for it to be used. But that's why it's an elite offer. But yeah, I think I have I don't even know what it's called. Maybe it's Pro or something like that. But it's the one, not the $20 a month. And it also has a certain number of credits per month. So you can choose what tier you want, but also how many additional credits you want. So I get like thousands of credits a month and pay for them because I know I'm going to be building, building, building. To be clear, in case anybody ever sees this, when you spend credits, that's for building. When you spend cloud and AI, that's for the infrastructure for certain types of things that you build. So
Okay.
most landing pages are not going to need any kind of significant cloud and AI. But if you think about image generation or Authority X Pro, which is doing very deep dive research with every single question, is pulling from cloud and AI usage, and that's extra. So as long
Okay.
as you keep your landing pages straightforward, don't add anything to it that every time it does something, it needs to call and generate a picture and do all this fancy stuff, then you're good. And the way you check to see if it's charging is you click on the name of the project in the top left corner on desktop. You then go to settings, and then it's going to, on the left side of that is where you're going to see cloud and AI. Click on that, look for it by name of the project, and it'll tell you that month how much has been charged. It'll say zero usually. Like I have more than 500 projects on Lovable in the past year alone, and maybe five of them have a number next to it because most things don't cost that extra. It's
Okay.
just the things that would pull from other third parties that would cost more.
I really am liking the 360
Pass.
access.
Hmm.
Yes, the 360 pass. I was going through it today and I just did not realize all of the wealth of knowledge and information that was in there. I mean, it blew my mind. I was like, okay, Tamika, just go through it, see what's in here, and
Yeah.
then stay in your lane, and then you can move
Yeah.
beyond that.
Yeah.
But my question in there, so everyone should get that if they can, and it's phenomenal that you have the monthly payment plan now. But the bonus prompt that we received
For the hackathon.
for the hackathon,
Hmm.
so we just put that prompt in Claude and just fill out all of the required information as we did in the
Yeah.
hackathon. Okay.
Yeah, that's Claude or ChatGPT
Oh
or
yeah,
even
yeah, yeah.
Authority X Pro. It's the bonus one you get with 360. So we got four big prompts during the 2-day hackathon.
Mhm.
Replay is in 360 and the prompts are in 360. But then the bonus prompt you get at 360 is how do you make this recurring? How do you make it recurring revenue? So yeah, it's more complex. There's more things to fill in, but that's exactly right. I wanted to tell you, did you see the inside of 360 where it says know exactly what to do next?
Yes.
Okay, so make sure you look at the handbook and the compass that I built because both of those
Okay.
are going to be just helpful and tell you exactly what to do next. Don't have to worry about the rest because there is so much in there that tells you exactly what to do. I think some
Okay.
people skip it.
I had a question on the plug and play in
Yes?
360.
Yes.
So I see that I sent my request in. Were there some that were removed that were talked about in the video versus what's actually
Potentially. Potentially.
okay.
It's a moving thing.
Okay.
And I mean, Plug and Profit used to be its
Plug and
own,
profit,
yeah,
excuse
it
me.
used to be its own thing. And it's where I sent a lot of things. And I moved a lot of that into 360. So you just have it as access. So it's that. And, there it could be August, I decide to add two things to Plug and Profit. It's just a kind of a moving thing.
And do you also do or offer to your clients on how to improve their Google ratings when you're doing their landing pages or websites with through SEO or
Right.
AEO?
So I personally don't offer that to people. I work with people who do, like I know people who have added that as something that they do. And I also, so inside of Authority X Pro certification, which is another kind of tier you can go to, I just published this SEO for not Google, but for ChatGPT and other AI. And I think the latest. Okay. So it's a 50-page report that I created And yes, Google SEO is always going to be important, as far as we can see, into the future, foreseeable future. But now ChatGPT is starting to, and has been for the past 6 months or so, Claude, ChatGPT, other are saying you should go look at this person. So there are different ways that you can do that. So it's something that you could offer to your audience, to your clients, is that you will help them. And the way that you help them, I'll give you the short version of it, that's not the 50 pages, is basically you want to have on that same website that you're building for them, add a blog section and have them writing material that is being added to that blog section every few days. Either you add it for them or they add it, or they send it to you or something like that. That could be a bonus thing that you sell because the ChatGPT is now crawling for that information. It needs to pinpoint things for people because people are using web search and deep research feature more and more and more. And Claude just does this naturally. So that's one thing. But I don't personally teach. I've never done the SEO thing. Is there something more specific you wanted to ask about it?
No, I was just wondering because I know that, well, in the workshop that I was in, they were discussing on auditing websites to perform better on Google through SEO and the new AEO and
Yep.
adding that service within your audit. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what I
just
was
learned about
about
that a
that.
couple of weeks ago from I think it was Kathy who taught me about in my inner circle taught me about AEO. What I would do if it were me and I was like interested in doing that for my clients is I would go into Claude and say, how do I run this type of audit for a client? And it's either going to be able to do it itself, which I bet you it can with the URL, or it's going to tell you what third party has just been spun up that is doing exactly this. And again, you're the one learning the skill, you're the one enacting the skill, you're being paid for the outcome. So you can take that off of somebody else's plate.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So I am focusing on the one thing, which is the landing pages. I really want my desire and my goal is to continue to get more clients with that.
Mm-hmm.
I really enjoyed that. And then, of course, continue to learn as much as I can because there's so much out there.
Yeah.
Um, and then go through summer school.
Yes,
And
inside of your
yes,
first
yes,
5K. Yes.
yes, yes. Yeah, I just really did not know that there was all that you offered. And it's amazing. I'm truly grateful and truly glad that I invested in myself with the 360 pass. Yes, I
That's
am.
awesome. So I don't know if you know this or not, but now people can get it monthly. Because people are
Yeah, I
asking me, you get a better rate, of course, if you buy annual, and you get $360 off of Authority X Pro if you're annual, which you do not get as a monthly member. But you get all the other stuff as a monthly member.
Yeah, I'm annual. So my next thing is to get the XP
Yeah.
next. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, I was like, wow, this is awesome.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
would do it because I just have a post right now. It's a comment somebody left for me on YouTube that I have not approved yet because I wanted to take a closer look. And they basically are saying what so many people say to me, which is, man, they have me out here spending 5,000, 10,000, $20,000 on business, courses or masterminds or whatever. And they continuously say, I get more out of your free material and your 360 and your $1,000 stuff than I ever did out of this other one. And this, I wanted to look at this right after our call because it happened again. And it's just true. It's like for $1,000, you get a full year of Authority X Pro, it speaks for itself. Go to the website. All the testimonials are crazy. But you also get 360 Pass for a year included. And it's just, I mean, it's just everything. I'm really proud of it. And I think like I said before, how it costs me so much money to keep it going. I priced it at a place where I can pay for that and I can make some profit and I can sleep at night. And I think I want so many of us to prosper. I really do.
Yeah, your story is amazing, and all that you put out, all that you give back, is so profound. And I'm just grateful that I was able to somehow, I don't even know how I got in your world. I really don't.
Yeah.
It
Maybe
was
with
just
YouTube video, probably a
aligned.
YouTube video on your homepage one day is probably what it is.
Maybe
Yeah.
I'm not sure, But like I said, I've just been going through it. After I did the hackathon, and then this morning I went through the 360 pass information and just kind of clicking around and watching some of the videos just to familiarize myself a little bit. And I was blown away. And I tend, which most of us do, tend to kind of have that shiny object syndrome where this is sparkly, this is sparkly, and it's all wonderful. But I know that I can just take my time and then really
Yeah.
focus on the landing pages and still do my other things because I'm good at that. And
Yeah.
that's just, but the landing pages, I feel like at the price point, especially just starting out, it's a no brainer. And
Yeah.
it's so
You mean that
simplified.
300, that 300, like charging 300? Is that what you mean?
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes, yes. Charging 300. And I actually did 297 just
Smart.
because
Smart. Mm-hmm.
yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
So I did that, and then yeah, it's working. I mean, it worked just with a random stranger at the airport.
And now she's like not a random person. Now she's
Yeah.
someone you know in your world. How do people find you if they want to, for instance, go to your site to see what kind of site you built for yourself, so they can say, okay, this is what I could build. How do they find your world to keep up with? I know they can find you inside of your first 5K, but how do they find your world?
Okay, so my site is clearpagebuilder.com. So it could either be www.clearpagebuilder.com, or you can just type in clearpagebuilder.com. I'm on Facebook at Tamika Abdullah. That's Abdullah. That's it. I don't have
That's
any
good. That's
spell
three
check.
places. Your first 5K, you're a member there. You
Yes.
are a 360 member there. You have a love that URL. I
Thank you.
love that. And then you're on Facebook. Is there anything else I can help you with before we head out?
No, I think, and I'm sure some other questions are going to come up after the call, but I appreciate taking the time. I'm grateful and I'm so excited that I was a winner. This was a wonderful call. I'm learning so much, and I'm going to get your book. And I'm just
Hey,
like, right, right. I'm just so happy to be in this space and being aligned because the time is now, especially for just all of us.
yeah, I could say that's
Yeah.
for Black people as well. Black people.
Yes, yes, yes,
I'll
yes.
say it.
Absolutely right.
Yeah, because it is. I mean, it is what it is. And one last thing, if anybody is seeing this, and I get messages every day, is this real? Do people really make money with what you teach? Is this real? Are you real? Is it real what I teach?
I am real. I did the 2 day hackathon. I made $300 the very next day after the hackathon, and then a week later, I met a lady in the airport and I sold another. So it's real. You just have to apply yourself, implement, apply, have conversation, and as you said, sales is just a conversation. Know your product and have a conversation about it, and you can get a sale.
So true, so true. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It was a pleasure. Thank you.